want to talk to you, and I said the little technical things, but I didn't want to talk right away because I wanted you to feel the experience of the album. Anyway, I love you too. Come on, what a great town this is. One of the things is that I wanted to tell you about is when we were doing this CD, and that is Rick Chertoff. We were at the record plant, and the record plant, I don't know about, like, it doesn't exist anymore because most of the time we do our music now in our garage, you know, which isn't bad, right? But years ago, it was if you could get into the studio. So we went to the studio where everybody was. You know, Bruce Springsteen was there, and John Lennon did his stuff there. Everybody who I, you know, kind of idolized was there. So we're sitting in the studio, and Rick Chertoff was looking at his watch when we were doing this time after time, and he kept saying, look at this, my second hand is unwinding. I'm not kidding, it's going backwards. The second hand is unwinding. So I thought to myself, it's a good title, a good song, you know, lyric thing. So, and then we came to this you know, that was a very special song actually, because he didn't want, no, it is. And you know, when I did the Tony thing this time, you know, it's different when you do all the prep stuff. It's different from the rock and roll world, because, you know, basically, I love the rock community, but as far as taking care of each other, not really. And in the Broadway thing, what they were doing was they kind of take care of each other a lot. And, well, are you into Broadway now? No, I'm teasing you, but, no, it's a nice community. And they, we did a luncheon. They had a luncheon, could you imagine? Just, not for press, not for anything, just for everybody to sit together and all the nominees to talk to each other, right? So, of course, I ran into Cecily Tyson, who you know, or maybe don't know, was married to Miles Davis, right? And she said to me, she wanted me to know that she used to sing time after time all around the house all the time, right? And tell Miles he should record this song. And then she just kept singing and singing, and finally he sat her down on the sofa one day. He sat down next to her with a trumpet, and he started to play time after time, and then after that he recorded it. So, but she wanted me to know, which was kind of awesome. Anyway, so that's a little story. Listen, you know, I don't do this kind of show anyway, so I'm new at it too. I don't know if you go and see these things, because I never did, but I thought it'd be nice to do the album for you, because I never do that. So this is for you guys. Now this next song, okay, this next song, well, you know, also special. You know, I had a friend, Steve Lunt, who was in a band called City Boy, if you're into all those old new wave bands, right? Oh, somebody knows that band. Okay. So anyway, he calls me up and he says, Cyn, you gotta come over. I'm writing this song and you should write it with me and you'd be the first female to sing about this. Are there children here? A few? Yeah, there are a few. About bopping. And so... Anyway, so I go, and then I said to him, listen, we gotta get some reality into here. What's a female magazine? I know there's Playboy, but let's go downstairs and find some. Playgirl's not really, you know. So we go downstairs, and I see this magazine called Blue Boy. And I said to Stephen, I said, now that's a woman's magazine. Right. So I took it down, and, you know, that's why in the beginning it says, I see him every night in tight blue jeans in the pages of a Blue Boy magazine. Because literally, right? Because they can take a little bit of that reality and put it into the song. So then we get to the studio, you know, and then Rick Chertoff says to me, well, Sin, I think you ought to conjugate the verb. So I thought to myself, you know, I know English. I could do that. So I did. And, you know, I bop, you bop, we bop, you know. You know, all those nouns and pronouns, come on. Anyway, so we get in the studio, and I kind of got tired of, because, I don't know, you watch all those reality shows where they're singing. I didn't get one of those, unfortunately. But anyway, so, you know, I got tired of singing like in a fishbowl. Now, before me, they did Broken Glass there. You ever hear Broken Glass? Right, Yoko Ono, right? So, I'm thinking to myself, they piled up a whole bunch of stuff in front of the window, which is what I started to do. Oh, and I didn't tell you that William Whitman was the engineer and mixed She's So New and was the associate producer. So we, you know, we're doing this record, and I decide, okay, I don't want to do it here because, you know, Yoko supposedly put mattresses down. So I figured, I'm not doing that. Look at this mattress, it's really dirty, I'm not going there. So then I decided, because, you know, searching for art. And one, of course, like yoga. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yoga, always searching for one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That could have gone over your heads, I'm sure it did. I digress. So I'm in the studio. We're back in the studio again, kids. Okay. So I'm in the studio, and I had an idea to run a chord to a back room, right? Which just so happened to be Kiss's rehearsal space. Very exciting moments, yes. So I'm in that room, and now nobody can see me, right? So I took my shirt off, and I tickled myself while I was singing, because I figured nobody knows, but I'm laughing. And then, of course, the song came out and became very popular. And then everybody started laughing on their songs, and I'm thinking, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, just so next time you hear it, you know what was going on.